Good evening. I want to welcome you to my new information rail about Congress representatives. Basically, what we'll be doing in this is trying to educate the younger people. We will be trying to educate the younger viewers what they can do to make a difference and change the world that they obviously have grown to hate or not understand would probably be a better word. You guys have so much power and you don't even realize it. So I want to help navigate you guys through some of this and at the same time learn myself because there's just so much out there. But just to hit on a couple topics that we'll be going over, I want to try to figure out and give a viable solution to this immigration bullshit that we're going through right now, because that's exactly what it is. When our forefathers came over here, they signed a book on Ellis Island and were granted access to the United States. Now you have to almost be wealthy and wait several years before you can even get an audience to be approved or denied access to this fine country. I mean, can you blame these people for coming over and wanting a better life and look at the reality and say, I don't have $10,000 right now to throw down and, wait several years. And then in the meantime, threat every day that you're out there hoping that you don't get thrown out. Anyway, but we'll go over stuff like that. We're going to talk about the oldest representative from Iowa, and he is 92 years old. 92 years old. Do you know? I don't know too many 92-year-old people, but I'm thinking that if you, the younger generation, in your 30s below, were talking to a 92-year-old, do you think you'd have the same mindset? These people make over $175,000 a year. That's the low base, or the average, I should say, of the representatives. Do you really think that they understand what you're going through as a 19, 20, 30-year-old? I mean, even when I bought my first house, which was 15, 20, 25 years ago, I paid $89,000 for a 4-bedroom house. My daughter just bought a house. It was $336,000, and it's a 3-bedroom. Yeah, 3-bedroom. It's a beautiful house. No, don't get me wrong. I mean, it is. I love the setup. I love the house. She bought it brand new. It's gorgeous. It's already going up in value, but that's not the point. How many 20-something-year-olds can afford to buy a house? So anyway, we'll be talking about things like that, seeing and trying to understand how these people that are representing you and I really understand what it's like to be in your shoes or my shoes. I don't make $174,000 a year. So we'll be talking about that. We're going to talk about provisions that they're putting into bills so they can sneak them in so they become a law, and they have nothing to do with the actual bill itself. They're just trying to get it passed. And I've got a couple examples of that. And one, it's for the amount of force police are allowed to use. They're trying to loosen that restriction, which is insane. So, even with that Floyd thing, if you really look at it, I don't care whether you're going to say the guy's right, wrong, whatever, that the cops didn't do it, they did it. It did not help them using the amount of force they used on him. And I want to say that if they didn't, I believe that he would have lived. I don't know for sure. I'm not God, and I'm definitely not a doctor, but it didn't help. I can assure you that. So we'll be talking about stuff like that and just wanting you guys to get a better feel for what you can change, because it's all up to you. I mean, yeah, I vote too, but if the younger generation that are unhappy with the things that going on out there, and I'm not saying I'm pleased with them either, you guys can make a difference if you all pull together. I mean, that's how I feel about it. So I'm hoping that this journey will teach us all something and make us a better country, back to the country that it was meant to be at the beginning. I mean, they didn't know what they were doing, those forefathers. They were doing the best they can, and they screwed up. Good God, they screwed up. And we all saw it, and they tried to rectify the mistakes they made, and some did not correct them up to par. But, I mean, it's the past, and we can't change the past unless we have a time machine, and I don't have one. So we have to go forward, and we have to change the things in this country that we want to change and make this the country that you guys want it to be. I mean, that's the way it was created. You guys are the ones that can change the world. Well, this country. Anyways, there's a lot we'll be going through, but I'm going to try to record a couple times a week. People are like, oh, record 5 times a week, record every day, blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I just know there's a lot of information, and the crazy thing is, it's not going to change. There's still going to be a lot of information because they're passing new laws all the time, and we're going to dive into every bill that's going to be passed, and if there are any provisions that are a conflict or literally have nothing to do with the bill itself, we're going to call them out on it. And I'm going to help you guys with that. So, just like that one with the police force, they stuck it into one, and then they actually had a bill that would literally, that was what the whole bill was about. So they were thinking to themselves, I'm sure, we're going to get it in there one way or the other. Well, that's kind of messed up. Fucked up. That's what it is. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to say exactly how I feel during this. I don't know what words I can use, what I can't. I guess we'll find out as I go along. And I'm thinking that 8 minutes is a long time for an introduction. So have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.